So in 15 days, some Gen Z voters will be casting a vote for the first time in a presidential election. For more, I want to welcome in Chairman of the RNC Youth Advisory Council and author of One Generation Away, Brilyn Hollyhand, and student at George Washington University and Vice Chair of GW College Republicans, Karen Laffey. Great to have you both on this morning. So Brilyn, I'll start with you. I understand you actually met with the former president last week during a meeting about what he can do to win over young voters. Tell me a little bit about that, and what is the top issue for you and your fellow young voters?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really cool opportunity to have a sit-down conversation with the president backstage in Atlanta before he walked out at the rally. And I was expecting to go in and get to listen to him, and he actually started asking me questions. He was genuinely interested in what me, a senior in high school, first-time voter, had to say about this election, how I thought it was going to affect Gen Z, and what I thought the top issues were. And he looked at me dead in the eye and said, "Brilyn, what issues are genuinely, going to get Gen Z out to vote?" And I said, "Mr. President, first and simple, it's the economy. It's the economy. Kamala Harris loves to talk about joy, but joy is genuinely being able to fill up your gas tank, buy groceries for the week, and buy a home. Joy is being able to walk on the streets in America without fear of being murdered by terrorists who's coming across the border. Joy has been able to live out the American dream. President Trump can bring back that American dream, and he's understanding that. That's why he's going to win the youth vote."
And Karen, so to continue this talk about the youth vote, so we saw him at McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and I really feel like that hits home with a lot in your generation. We're talking about people, a lot of their first job is working at fast food places and places like McDonald's. When you saw the crowd that came out and when you saw the reaction that he got there at the McDonald's, what did you think?
Yeah, first off, Charlotte, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. But yeah, I mean, I watched that and there was a big smile on my face. I thought it was awesome. I think the whole retail politics realm, President Trump has totally reimagined that and done a great job with it. Look, I think one candidate's likable and just one isn't. And I mean, Brilyn, what an opportunity getting to meet the former president. But I firmly believe if you have an open-minded approach to this election, and we have the unique opportunity to look at two administrations' records, I mean, they just speak for themselves. Economically, I mean, Donald Trump, and not even near, I mean, as good as what we've had now. The border was secure. We had no global chaos, and seeing a McDonald's put a big smile on my face.
And now I've been craving fries all morning long as we keep playing that video. Brilyn, take a look at this headline from the New York Times. So it says, "Trump wants young voters, but he's nowhere to be seen on Snapchat." Mr. Trump has not bought a single advertisement on Snapchat, effectively ceding the popular digital messaging platform to Vice President Kamala Harris, whose campaign has spent more than $5 million on Snapchat. Brilyn, does Snapchat matter?
It does not. This is the typical mainstream media attempting to nitpick at things that they think Donald Trump is, ignoring. I'll tell you that I had a conversation with President Trump about this time last year, and he looked at me and he said, "Brilyn, what can we do to win the youth vote?" I said, "Mr. President, it's simple. You've got to get on social media. You've got to get on TikTok. You've got to get on Instagram." He's gotten on TikTok. He's gotten on Instagram. He's got the fastest growing TikTok account in TikTok history. He is doing the things he needs to do to win youth voters. He's out there having conversations. He's not worried about Snapchatting. He's on the ground directly talking to youth voters, and it's working and it's paying off. The media is trying to paint this narrative that he's exhausted. When I met with him last week, he had done 6 events that day, and he still took the time to have conversations with me. He's going to McDonald's. He's going to football games. He's talking to everyday young voters. That's more important to me on Snapchat.
Yeah, Karen, he doesn't seem exhausted. I mean, he was serving fries at McDonald's, then he had a town hall in Pennsylvania, and then he finished the night, of course, Sunday Night Football. Just about 15 seconds. Final thought, what does Donald Trump need to do to get the youth vote?
Look, I think he just has to push that common sense message that we were better off under President Trump, and I think he's done it. I see him everywhere. I think we've got the momentum in this campaign, and I really look forward to casting my first ever vote this election for him.
All right, Brilyn, Karen, always great chatting with you both. Exciting times. You're going to vote for the first time in 15 days. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Much more to come here on this.